This evening I'm doing a fairly typical job for this time of year. It's the time of year when the fox cubs are kind of 3/4 grown and they're out and about hunting for themselves and getting into all sorts of mischief. Now the farmer's wife spotted 3 cubs and a vixen just on the edge of the driveway in the entrance to this field about a week ago. So I've come up, I've put a trail camera out and I've watched the movements of these cubs and this vixen, and they've got unearthed just on the edge of this field here. The problem I've got is that the field is very flat. It's a maize field, so there's quite high crop in it, and there's only a very small area just in front of me where I might be able to get a shot. Now I generally leave foxes alone this time of year unless they're actually causing a problem, but the farmer's wife has asked me to come up and remove these foxes because just the other side of the driveway, less than 100 metres away, there's a cottage with chickens. Well, that's the high seat in place. I'll go and get the rifle and get set up. Now I know that there was 3 cubs here on this ground along with a vixen from the trail camera pictures. However, on turning up this evening I found that one of those fox cubs is, shall we say, pressed into the tarmac on the road just at the entrance to the farm. So it's sure to be one of these cubs because it's too close, I would think, for another litter to be. So I've got 2 cubs and a vixen to contend with this evening. So I brought up the Ticker 223. It's a custom rifle that's topped off with a Nocpix S60R, and that's attached with a sports match quick release mount. I'm also using the Quest thermal binoculars, also from Nocpix, so I'm completely covert this evening, and at this sort of range that's definitely going to be a good thing. I was watching a heat source out in the field just next to me here, and I wasn't quite sure what it was because I could just see the top of it just over the grass, and then I spotted a roe doe out feeding in this field, and she wandered over to this heat source, and when she got up to it, it turned out it was 2 young roe twins, and they just stood up and they're now feeding along behind her out in this field. That's the first cup down. So that one, he just came out of the maze on the left there, and he came just wandering out, and he was sat for a little while on the edge of the maze, and eventually he came wandering out and managed to get a clear shot. And yeah, straight in the side of the chest, and that's the first one down. Just had a fox cub come through right below the high seat, probably only a couple of yards from the bottom of the seat, and he's just gone up through the maze here. That's the second one down. He just came out and spotted his mate there, and he just went forward just to sniff it and wait till he was side on and stood still, and then just quickly put a shot into that. Again, nice clean chest shot straight down, and at that distance, again probably only 30-40 yards. And what I was doing, because it was so close, I was just putting a crosshair at the top of the back, because the bullet is just going to go that little bit lower at that distance. So there's 2 cubs down. But, we really need the vixen to come along now. But anyway, it's a good start. So that was the vixen, and she just came in right below the high seat, and as she came in I heard her sort of just call the cubs very gently just from the bottom of the high seat, probably no more than 5-10 yards in front of me, and she just stopped at the end of the hedge just here and was looking round for them, and she would have been about 10-15 yards in front of me, hardly anything, and she had her back to me, but at that distance, the 223, I just went straight into the back of her, and normally that would just take that fox apart, but it didn't do a perfectly clean kill on that, and she went down, and she wasn't going anywhere, but and you know, she probably would have only lasted a matter of seconds, but I quickly just chambered another round and put another shot into her, and that was it. Pretty explosive, but not pretty, but certainly effective. So yeah, I didn't want her to get wind of the fact the cubs had gone or been killed or scented me or anything else. I'm surprised she didn't pick up my scent coming right through under the high seat like that, but yeah, so I kind of had to take the opportunity while it was there at that sort of distance. Had she have winded me, she'd have been gone into the maze, and that would have been it for the night. So not the cleanest of endings, but effective, and yeah, that was a good result though to clear that lot up. So the farmer will be very pleased with that. Anyway, it's been quite a long night. I've had a few hours sand heist it here, so I'm going to call that a night. But thanks for watching.
Welcome to Country Sports Magazine, where the great outdoors comes alive. Each month you'll enjoy 100 pages of premium content, packed with expert reviews, field tests, and stories from the UK's top field sports writers. But this isn't just a digital magazine. Embedded video and clickable links let you watch, read, and explore every feature as it unfolds. The magazine and video content work hand in hand, delivering a unique, fully integrated experience for today's shooting community. Join free today at countrysports.net and experience field sports like never before.